Happy Tuesday, my darlings. Are they lost in their lies? They keep telling themselves we don't realize their crusades. A disguise replace freedom with fear. They trade money for lives. We're aware of what you've done. If you know the song, then you know what's in the chorus. Alrighty, y'all. We got our cup of coffee. Yes, we do, and darling. Darling. So in addition to the sweet vindication of being proven right, yeah, you can still say you're sorry. I'm still taking apologies for the people who are like, oh, you're going to feel so stupid. I was right. Anyway, in addition to that sweet vindication, a lot of y'all are now realizing, oh, that is why they're ramping it up. Yes, that's why they're ramping it up. That's why they're making noise. And part of the reason why it's LA. LA is, they love California. They love going for California. But Miss Ma'am is in LA. So this is also a thing against her. Now, note, she has not said anything about this, even though she knew, okay? They were waiting for us to figure it out and say something because it had to be us. If she said something, they would just start whining about somebody stealing stuff from their daddy again. Don't forget, they're teaching in Oklahoma that 20 was stolen as a fact because they still can't let that go. Okay, but they're mad if you talk about this one, even though articles are starting to pick it up. So keep that going. So now that you know that they are escalating to distract from that, expect more inflammatory behavior. Okay. They've been directed to target foster children. Okay. They've been directed to go to birthday parties and graduations and schools and churches. They're doing that on purpose. They've been directed to pick people up at immigration appointments. They've been directed to do things that are intentionally inflammatory because they want people upset. Okay. This regime has a bunch of two-teethers coming from God knows where, trying to trek their way out to California to join the fight, because on TV you have entire news stations that are showing old footage from other times and going, look at what's happening in LA. You have politicians sharing photos from George Floyd going, look what's happening right now. The blue bacon that are in LA right now, they're getting rid of the media. They're arresting the media and shooting rubber bullets at the media because they caught them destroying their own cars. They've been destroying their own cars for the photo ops. They are out there following the orders to get photo ops, to get the media out so they can't report accurately on what's happening. They're doing what Izzy does. Okay, the exact same thing. They're being cruel, nasty, incendiary, and trying to push a narrative that's not true. So as someone who lives in California, who's not that far from LA, side note, which reminds me, the Marines from Camp Pendleton is right there. Okay, so if you don't live here, you might not know that. Camp Pendleton is right there. Half the people that they're sending most likely either live in LA or party in LA all the time. Okay. So let's not forget that a lot of the folks that have been sent did deny the order. So the people that are coming are the ones who want to start some shit, the people who enjoy starting some shit. So keep that in mind. So far, we have understood the assignment. The protests are spreading. They're happening in New York, in Texas. They're happening everywhere, but LA is where it's getting the attention because that's where they want to make it some sort of war zone. So sure, they're sending military, Marines, they're telling everyone, did you see that guy? If they spit at us, that's it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What a joke. So they're emboldening these people. And I hope when this is all said and done, that we get rid of the propaganda, that people are no longer allowed to buy platforms, fill them with tens of millions of fake bots, and then have them send out the same propaganda. These two-teethers, the remaining red hats that support this, do so boldly because there are tens of millions of empty profiles repeating their same thoughts. So they really think there's some silent majority of them that all agrees. They don't know that these are not even real people. They're just bots. And if we took them all away, Muga would be done. It would be done overnight if you turned off the bots. Overnight, they would have no one to talk to. Overnight, they would realize how outnumbered they are. It is the bots and these platforms that keep this thing rolling. Without that, it's done. There's no more air in those tires. So I hope after this, we do something about that and wipe that out. Now, for the people who are going to hop in and talk about how, so what? So what about what's it going to change? Not going to change anything. I don't know. I don't know what it can or can't change, but the bottom line is I was right. The bottom line is people are talking about it. And I have a feeling the more upset people get about what's happening and how their money's being wasted, more and more people are going to start leaning on that as a solution of some kind. So I don't know. It's unprecedented times. We'll see what happens. But isn't it interesting how some of us warned you? You know how we're all lazy thugs, and some persons, Latinos for you know who, hopped on that bandwagon. Yeah, they're all lazy thugs. How does it feel? Now all of you being illegal criminals. A 2-year-old is an illegal criminal. Every time they see a brown person, illegal criminal. Just like all of us are lazy thugs. I try to warn you. We try to warn you. But that's okay. Like we said in the subscriber poll, it's time for unity right now. Okay, so we're letting go of those little things of how you betrayed us and blah, 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 blah. Now, we still cannot go outside because they are coming for us first. They're coming for us harder than the people the other folks they want to come up. So we are supporting. But darling, keep it going. Keep it going.